All right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, this is another one reaching us. Hmm. Finally exposed why Mohbad, the late Mohbad, now entrusted many things, his properties, in the hands of his mother-in-law. All right, my people, the news in details. Well, with the news reaching us, it had been gathered that Mohbad's dad, Mr. Joseph Aloba, calls out son's mother-in-law over dubious possession of his land. Been a lot of reactions, and the majority of people have actually reacted in different forms. That what could have made the late Mohbad to have entrusted a lot of things, most especially his properties, in the hands of his mother-in-law. Well, meanwhile, with the news reaching us, Mr. Joseph Aloba accuses his son's mother-in-law of questionable land ownership. Mohbad's father addressed the claim of holding possession of his late son's landed assets during a live-streamed discussion. Mr. Joseph Aloba claims that his son told him while he was still alive that he wanted to buy 2 acres of property and a plot. When questioned about the land document, Mohbad stated that the purchase and the document were handled by his wife's mother. Well, after making numerous attempts to contact Mohbad's mother-in-law, she finally handed the documentation for a parcel of property. He indicated that the one plot location was where Mohbad was buried. And Mohbad's father concluded that he was painted the villain by the mother in land, and who claimed he was trying to steal his son's property. Well, he said in part, Mohbad did not buy a single block before he died. I am into construction. The mother-in-law is the one who knows the location of his 2 plots of land. According to him, I quote, "My son told me that he bought 2 acres of land and a plot. I was happy that he got it even before he bought a car. I asked him to show me where the land is, but he said his mother-in-law helped him to buy it and then he does not know the location." Well, I called his wife's mother and then called her, but she denied at first. I persisted, and then when she eventually brought the document of the land, it was a plot and the location was Elekpe. All right, my people. Well, a lot of things had actually been said onto the death of Mohbad. A lot of things had actually also been exposed. Right now, what do you think about this? There is no two ways about it. We have seen it all. We have heard it all. Right now, majority of people have attacked the family of Mohbad and also the in-laws. Yeah, so no, a lot of things that are going on right now have been that this set of people, I don't know why, no, immediately their son died, the next thing they were dragging was properties. Well, we don't know if maybe it was because of this same property that they killed this young man, because I see no reason why somebody dies, the next thing you are thinking of is let's just bury him fast before it is too late. We had a lot of flimsy excuses from the father, some of which we still understood that some of them have not even spoken out. Well, with a lot of reactions, majority of people have made it clear that this set of family, they need to be investigated. Why is it that at this time, even the late Mohbad, after his corpse was even exhumed, they are still dragging properties? Oh my goodness, what kind of people are these? Well, a lot of people are still reacting though in different forms. According to Ulubenga Ijaola on his own says, well, the problem here was that many children ran away from their fathers when they married a second wife. they confide in their mothers and they took their fathers as enemies. This must be one of the reasons Imole entrusted things in the hands of his mother-in-law. Well, that's the opinion of Olugbenga Ijaola. Anyway, onto this. Well, according to Shobolaton Olakun says, well, the continuation of my comment now is that Mohbad's father is now talking about acres of land with a pilot of land, okay, with a plot of land belonging to Mohbad. In fact, both of them are really great issues of trouble to Mohbad's untimely death. Like I said earlier, well, his wife born for another man, and his mother-in-law hijacked his lands is a terrible case indeed. That's another thing. I think I know I just said this earlier because I see no reason why what they are after is the land the late Mohbad bought. And then come to think of it, why is it that the late Mohbad bought this land, like 2 acres of land, as in, if I'm not mistaken, 2 acres should be about 12 plots of land, and then at the end of it all, it was only one plot that the mother-in-law is showing to the world what exactly is actually going on. Right now, a lot of people need no questioning on this matter. A lot of people need questioning. Meanwhile, in some of the revelation that had actually reached us, a lot of people have actually said many things, and then we have heard it that Mohbad said 5 people, according to some prophecies we got, that 5 people are to be held responsible about over his death. And I always try to imagine that, who do you think these 5 people will be? That's another one. Well, okay, let us say, okay, we are separating 3 people that we know that are so close to the late Mohbad, that were mistreating the late Mohbad. If we are to mention 3 people, we'll mention Sam Larry, we'll mention Naira Marley, we'll mention Zinoliski. Then the other 2 people, who are they? That's another question to ask. My brother, my sister, a lot of things are to be investigated. Well, meanwhile, according to Olugbenga Ijaola says, well, the singer said he has been through many things, including the parents and then in-laws, and then the 3 enemies altogether killed the guy. Like I just said, well, my brother, my sister, this is more. There is more to the death of Mohbad, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Shobolaton Olakun says, well, the continuation of my comment. Okay, I think that had been taken. Well, adding to the investigations going on about young star singer Mohbad's sudden death, the police are fully right to arrest Mohbad's father and Mohbad's mother-in-law, and even to investigate the bank account transaction statement from there. There is more thing to check. We need to put more light, and this will actually reveal what we are actually looking for. Majority of people are still talking about the DNA which must be conducted. Fine, nobody is disputing that. I think that also needs to be put in place, but a lot of people right now needs to be investigated. Well, and then the shocking thing had been that immediately after the death of Mohbad, or even some days or some hours to the death of Mohbad, we noticed that the mother-in-law found herself immediately in the United States. I don't know how they planned that travel, that she has to leave Nigeria. I don't know. Well, a lot of things are actually going on. Well, now Nigerians are still going to talk about that 2 acres of land, which is about 12 plots of land, and then that one plot. All these things must actually come out, because this boy must not just walk in vain. And the worst scenario are not being that people are not still making it clear that son, that boy, is not even for Mohbad. What exactly is going on, my people? Baba God, now your hand with day. What exactly is the problem in this country? Well, Mohbad went through hell. It is time for him to rest with his creator. All the mistakes originated from his mother, because if the woman endured for the sake of her children, he wouldn't have married a lady from a Malian shrine. It is so unfortunate they wasted Imole at destiny, but I still believe and then trust Imole as a father, and then I still see him as a credible man. All right, that's another one. Well, poverty is a disease. We are talking of painful death, and then you people are busy telling us about properties. That's another strong one. Well, somebody just said property is a no poverty is a disease, but when we come to take a look at this through this way that they are even dragging properties, I think they need to be investigated. They must know something about the death of this boy, because what they are actually thinking of immediately is just to share property. And this late Mohbad is in pains. Nobody is talking about how this guy will rest in peace. Too bad. Chai, this man, from all indication, you were not close to your son at all. This one is coming from Queen Sarah. Okay, let me take that again. She says, and I quote, Chai, this man, from all indication, you were not close to your son at all. But how can a mother-in-law leave her own home and then start running the affairs of another man's home just because he married your daughter? Where was Mohbad's mom when Mohbad now entrusted the purchase and the custodian of his property into the hands of so-called mother-in-law? Did we now see the effect of divorce? Well, Wumi, Mohbad's wife, and then her mother are dubious and they are criminals. All right. This one is so strong, coming from Queen Sarah. Idenala. Well, this is so serious. Well, I'm getting a lot of comments, my brother, my sister. A lot of things are being said onto this one. But the truth of the matter is, either they like it or not, they will be exposed. Mohbad said it before his death. We heard that voice note that he sworn with his living God that they will suffer. And then I think a lot of things are in for us to tackle, for us to investigate. Well, meanwhile, my brother, my sister, many things have been said. Let me have your own take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are just joining us on this channel for the first time. All right, thanks and God bless.